Hello, hello everyone. Welcome to one more episode of Sidetrack. No, I'm joking. I'm gonna make a lot of effort today to be on the topic of this podcast that is changing careers. But I have a very interesting guest here. You're gonna love this guy. He knows a lot of stuff about a lot of different stuff. And you guys can interact in the chat as well as the usual. So we're going to be covering changing careers. We're going to maybe talk a little bit about the universe, about theology, about history, about aliens, Fermi paradox. I don't know where we're going today, but stay with us until the end. And let's start this without further ado. Hello, Leandro. Welcome.
Hi. Thank you.
Okay, as I said at the beginning, I don't know where we're going today. Maybe we have had this conversation for a billion times before. Who knows?
Yeah,
it's possible.
Maybe.
So I'm going to start this episode by doing something very rude. Okay, can you please explain your tattoos to us?
Okay. First of all, that's my soccer team.
Okay.
Okay, Bahia. And it's like my city too, Salvador.
Nice.
And to remember, never forget. And this other one, it's one of my love stuffs. Okay. That's history. And this is a hunter. And the hunting, it was the first option to survive.
Okay.
When we were like Homo
nomads,
sapiens,
right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And we need to get the animal today and tomorrow to live. We don't have supermarkets or stuff like that. So my tattoo, I want to do another historical tattoo that's about the Aztec people and a god that I like very very much, this god, and the name is very easy. It's 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀.
Ah, okay, of course.
You know him?
Of course, 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀. I said it right? No, right?
No, 𝗀𝗀.
Okay.
And I love this god because according to the mythology, he created the chocolate.
Really? That's a nice god.
It's a very good, very nice god.
Yeah.
And then I have the Barras Lighthouse in Salvador.
Nice. It's a beautiful outline there.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I give you the name of the designer.
I like very much. Okay, you see, I'm focusing as much as I can on. One of the tattoos that I want to do is about the archetypes that I like. You know, for example, I like Gandalf, the wise, the wizards, all of that. I like Conan the Barbarian so much, you know. But and I like Gut so much that is from anime too. The problem is to find the space for everything, you know. And I have only two, like I told you, the wolf and the skull here. Is because every time I do something that I'm proud in life, I do a tattoo, you know. So I guess I have to do more interesting stuff with my life.
I hope to do, if I have the same idea, I have to do more tattoos. Make this ear for my cats.
Yeah, the animals too.
Yeah.
The animals too. Okay, so now tell us a little bit about you, please.
I am from Bahia, and as I said before, I'm proud of it. And then I studied theology.
Okay.
Was one of my dreams to study theology, to follow this path. And during these theological times, I had the experience to become a teacher.
Okay.
And then start a new love. I like to teach. Actually, more than just teach, I like to be involved of the development of the person. Learning history, learning theology, learning English, learning Portuguese. I like to see when a person from itself, the person starts to think, starts to have ideas, to
It's like
solve
you
problems.
just plant a little seeds and you water a little bit and then the tree starts to go and you don't know where the
and
branches are
it's
developing.
very beautiful to watch.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
see how the human behave. It's amazing. It's something that make you think that we are very good. Sometimes we are very bad. So the human being, it's something that I like to see the development of this person.
Okay, so we share a passion here. Do you like to learn as much as you like to teach? Is it like equivalent or like one more than the other?
I think when you have the passion to learn, and I another belief that if you like to teach, you like to learn, because you learn something. If you like to learn, you like to talk about, to express yourself.
Yes,
and
you want to share that.
I have these tattoos because I want to put more history, more passion. And it's like, hey, can I tell you about this? Some of students of mine, they ask it, oh, what is this, teacher? Oh,
That's a class.
from the Paleolithic times, when the people were hunting, looking for survive. And then I think learn, it's a passion that goes in a teaching ideas. So I learn to teach. Not all the times, but if you like something very much, you like to talk and to share, not only to say, is this, but to ask it, what do you think about this?
Makes sense. I asked this because since you changed, the main goal professionally, I imagine something like this. You were in one direction, then said, oh, I love this, it's interesting. Oh, but what is that? And then you start to have contact with something different, say, oh, this is cool too. And then maybe I can teach this instead of this. Oh, and then you further in life, you discover a new thing, and one thing leads to the other. When you see, how many different things have you taught? You started when you were in the theological studies. Were you a theological teacher as well? Or
I worked in a few months in a theological institute, teaching about New Testament, about ethics, dogmas.
No, tough one. Ethics is a tough one.
Yeah, but I love ethics.
Don't say that to me, man.
because you just put questions for the people and see people fight.
You start with a trolley dilemma, and then you just, okay, let's see where you go.
And it was saying something that I thought about the changing. And you said, it goes to, you are here, and then you go down that way. And one thing that I believe that made me change career, it's like I have no fear to change.
Nice.
It's not an advice. It's not an advice because don't be afraid. How?
Yes.
It's difficult to just don't be afraid. So it's not an advice. But if you need to change, or if you have to change, or if you want to change, you have to have no fear to the new things, and not always being up. Sometimes you go down, and it's part of changing.
Makes sense. Linking to another topic that I think you know a few things about, that is history. When you think of the periods, for example, the Great Navigations, for example, it was, okay, given the proportions, something equivalent to we exploring the space today. It was the new world. We didn't know what we would see there, I don't know the story, but I imagine like if there were social media and fake news at that time, it'll be something like, oh, maybe they're gonna go there, there'll be dragons, stuff like that.
Usually people believe on that idea, and people teach for the other to do not travel because you will find dragons, you will find monsters,
sea monsters,
the kraken,
yes,
the kraken from the Caribbean pirates.
Yes,
you will have this kind of monsters, and for some time people believe in that, and then they start to navigate and see where's the monster. Oh, there's a shark, there's a whale, dolphins. Oh, nice, but not monsters. And not the end of the world. They found new people. And one problem about you said that is the same of the space. It's because when you go down from the ship, from the great navigations, you breathe oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
You will not have this problem. So I think it's the same, like you said, when you talk about a new thing that it's really amazing. I don't know if you went to Amazonia and to see a leaf, a giant leaf, and I thinking about the Portuguese people, the Spanish people come here and looking for the first time for a giant tree, or in North America,
they will imagine, oh, this is a land of giants or stuff like that.
Yeah, and our snakes.
Yeah.
The snakes in South America was very bigger than the other snakes you see in Europe. So for them, it was an alien animals, some alien animals, because you have the I forgot the name in English, that animal who gets in the tree.
It's like a sloth.
Sloth.
Yeah.
So imagine this animal.
Imagine that bird. There is a bird like a now that does like a. Imagine you're walking alone there, and then I'm gonna take a shit. Imagine the Spanish guy. I don't know how to say I'm gonna take a shit in Spanish. Joy are going to. Whatever. Anyways, the guy goes there behind the tree and he listens up. It's the fastest shit this guy has ever taken. Like 1 minute, 1 second. And they starts then.
Maybe we had this situation.
I think it's a popular meme. I imagine you are in a very vulnerable situation. There is that stuff we were chatting before about our brain sometimes projecting something. Man, there are some birds there. They are very creepy, and they sloths, some monkeys too.
Yeah,
there is a monkey that he does another. I don't know how to imitate that one, but it does like a sound like this. Man, imagine these guys.
The first time some Europeans saw monkeys, some of them, the Europeans thought they were people who were cursed.
Damn.
Oh, it's a human who was cursed because he doesn't love God, something like this.
They have to invent a way to explain that, right?
What is this? It looks like a person, but it's not a person. So they had these ideas, and no, it's just another animal. So, but the first moment, I always thinking about this shock of culture, of mindsets. For instance, the Native Americans in Brazil, they weren't and in the culture of stolen things. What I mean, for
the idea of having a possession was not.
It was different from the European. For instance, if I'm getting this cup, it's mine. But if it's here, you can get it because it's not mine.
They had a more collective mind than individualistic one.
But think about the problem. If I am the Portuguese guy on that time, and I am with my stuffs, and it's here, my stuffs, and then a native come and get my cup.
Yeah, why are you robbing me?
Boom.
Yeah.
You start a problem.
Damn.
So the shock of these cultures. What he did? Oh, he stole from me. No.
Stole? What is that?
What is
maybe
that?
Maybe they didn't even have a word for that, right?
Yeah.
Language is fascinating because
if
of
you
this.
are not in using, it's not yours. It's yours when you use. So I can use your cup, and if I break your cup, I will have to pay. I will have to give another one. But you will not think, that's mine, you don't get it. No, they have this different kind of perception of possessions.
That's very interesting. It's actually fascinating, and I am terrible with names, Leandro, but there is this story about an anthropologist. It was, I guess, maybe you know this story. It was like a Christian missionary that wanted to preach the gospel to an indigenous tribe. Then he stayed here for some time, and they didn't even have a word for God. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, or you can Google, anthropologist or missionary that became an atheist with the indigenous tribe. It's a story that is very interesting, and the language was so different. The concept, I guess they didn't have a past tense in the language too. So he was trying to translate, I guess, the Bible to their language. It was some crazy stuff, or maybe I'm mixing more than one story there. But I remember this shock that was, how do you teach a philosophy or a religion, a concept to another person that speaks a different language, and sometimes the words doesn't even exist there. Like if you were trying to explain to someone, this guy stole my cup, but what do you mean stole? You have to explain the whole concept of ownership.
I don't know any example to give you, a specific example to give you now, but the language, I believe that the language is more for that civilization than unchangeable rules. So you have the Portuguese from Brazil, Portuguese from Portugal, have Portuguese from Angola, you have the English from United States, Australia, United Kingdom. So and sometimes you say sneaker and tennis and sneaker, and you see these two words, and why is so different? You have an explanation for that. But when you translate something, it's very difficult.
Yes, it's not only a code.
The Bible was written in a language that we don't speak anymore. The Hebrew that the Old Testament was made, it's not the same that you speak in Israel.
This gives a lot of trouble, because when you are trying to interpret the writings there, I remember a big discussion in one of these university debates that I was watching that I mentioned to you. They were debating something it's like whether hell actually exists or not according to the religion, and some were saying that for the Jew is Sheol or Sheol, I think. That is basically just like not like a lake of fire, something like this.
It's a place.
Yeah,
was a place.
So and they went to the etymology of the words. That was when the discussion went.
I don't remember the word, but there was a word that to mean hell, but in the New Testament in Greek, it was the same idea. Was
like Hades,
Hades, it's a place that people dead bodies goes there, but put there, and then you have to translate something that you don't have anymore. For instance, in the Bible you have the word snow, because for that the Bible culture, people knows what snow mean, but how can you go into translate snow for a tribe from South Africa. With
Cold sand. You have to do something like very creative.
You have a problem. You have you have to solve this problem if you want to pass the message. Oh, I have to pass the message. So I need to think about why the word is no. What new word can I change?
Yes.
And it's for people from people. I believe that. Like, I'm from Bahia. A lot of words, slangs, expressions. I passed some difficult moments here because the word in Bahia was a normal word, and then here you can say it.
Like a mandioca macaxeira, something like this?
Like mandioca macaxeira, but let's put some more bad words.
Okay. So it was like the bread here and versus in the south.
Yeah, it's the bread.
Okay.
It's the bread.
You go there and you ask for a little baton. The guy said, what are you asking for?
No, yeah, the bread was a problem. And I love to go to the
And I love bread.
But okay.
This happens in English too, and instead of saying the student goes to the McDonald's for the first time, and I would like a large Coke, but instead of Coke says, I would like a large cock. Famous story in English, you know. And then the woman in McDonald's like, oh, we do not serve that here, sir. But next time he goes there and says, I would like a large Pepsi, please.
Maybe it's the better idea.
It's a way to solve. Yeah.
Well, sometimes I thought when I pass for some situation that I forgot the word, and I need to change the menu. Because I forgot this word and I can't say
I wanted to eat that so much, but this one, please, that I know what it is. Okay, nice, man. All right, so all of this because we're linking theology and history, but let's fill in the gaps here. You were studying theology, right? How did you get into history and teaching English at the same time? I don't know if the two things are simultaneous in life, but we can go there.
I believe it was a degree.
Okay.
And when I was studying theology, I studied the Christian history. And then you study Brazilian history, American history, European, African history, because the influence of the church. And then if you have this passion for history, it's like a drug. And my teachers from college, they always said, be careful. History is like a drug.
I feel the same with philosophy, man. Exactly the same.
You can't stop. And it's the idea of philosophy. You never stop.
The problem is, remember I told you about the cycle. When you start to study a lot, something that you love, I have the idea that the first you have that euphoria, like, oh my God, I'm starting to know stuff. Yay, I'm intelligent. Yay. Then you go to a point, I don't know if it happens with history too, but with philosophy, it's very easy. You go to a point, a place that is like denial and nihilism, like, oh, nothing makes sense. Everybody's stupid. I am stupid. No. Then a lot of people stop here, and that's the whole problem. When you continue digging, you go to a point that is kind of looking backwards, and then you see yourself and say, oh my God, I was being stupid. Damn. And then you start to see purpose again, but it's very difficult to get to this point. It's like this. In simple terms, you can study about love, and you see many definitions. Some Thomas Aquinas definition, Voltaire. You can see a lot of definitions, and then Schopenhauer was my favorite, by the way. That love is the sheer desire of making babies. But anyway, then you go to a point where you say it's just hormones and neurotransmitter, and that's very boring. It kills all the romance and everything. And then eventually you dig a little deeper and you see, even knowing the mechanistics of it, it doesn't erase the fact that it is still amazing to feel and is amazing to love. And even if you know how it works, the feelings is still the same, and you can find the same meaning with God, with friendship, with everything else. So I have this idea that it happens a lot with philosophy. It's similar to history, like, I don't know, people get nihilistic and start...
I like to ask for anyone why we study history. What's the importance of history, of learning history? And I learned a lot of people saying a lot of stuffs. And my ideas is actually there is no meaning. Of course, a lot of other historian people will say that I'm wrong because it's my idea. But there are no meaning no one meaning. There are many reasons that any people goes to study history, but if you think like, what's the truth of history? I believe a very synthesis of the idea is history teaches that we don't learn with history.
Damn.
Because you go to history and you always see people repeating the same mistakes.
No, okay.
Or
the cycles again, right?
The cycles. Or you see a person creating a very beautiful religious or stuffs, and then, like you said, a cycle. Then this cycle will end sometime, and the people will ask, that wasn't the idea of that guy. He wasn't like the people changed him.
You are misquoting him or her.
But who knows? We are not on the past. We are here now. So I think history is not to teach how to do, but history is to think. Think what you want to do. Think what you have to do. I had a teacher in college. He said like, maybe history is to laugh.
I like this perspective.
It's to be fun. It's to give people a chance to change, to do it again. And you said about the cycle. I was thinking about. I love to think about the cycle. I don't know if you are familiar with those kind of movies that you always come to the same day in the end of the day.
Yes, Mr. Nobody is one of my favorite movies, by the way.
Mr. Nobody is
it's a nice one. You like cycles, you're gonna like this one.
And then I believe that these movies are not all crazy. Because every day it's a new cycle. You wake up probably in the same bed. You eat the same stuffs, probably. You go to the same job. You back in the same road. You have the same people in your house, so we have cycles.
And somewhat it feels different sometimes.
Sometimes
Saturdays they feel different for me. It's the same cycle.
Like in the movie, every same cycle, he commit mistakes.
Yes.
But how? The same cycle. He knows. No, but the new situation, you can't have all perspective of no, it's worked like this because yesterday worked like that.
Yes. One different element there changes everything. Okay, you blew my mind now, but while you were talking, I thought about something that, I don't know, maybe some smart-ass student has asked you this. There is this discussion about how do you know who is telling the truth when you read a fact, when you are studying history? Because, for example, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, that it's from Churchill's, like, history is told by the victors, something like this.
Churchill
was him. So, for example, today we have this problem in media about fake news. If you see, for example, left-wing news and a right-wing news reporting the same fact, there will be different lexical choices, different words, different perspectives, and it apparently should be something objective, reporting a fact.
Once time ago, I was teaching about old fake document. So was a fake letter, and this fake letter creates a revolution or a war.
Damn it.
And people, it's fake. And the idea of history, I believe, is not to find the truth.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just to study how people saw the truth.
Okay.
So I don't care if that document is about something that happened. Maybe the question is why someone create a fake document.
Mm-hmm.
That's important to study too. Maybe the truly document, it's not that important, not big importance, but the fake documents create all the change.
Yeah.
So it's not the truth, it's why someone leave a document on the past.
Damn, that's very. Is there any historical fact? Imagine is a mental exercise here. Imagine you could, Leandro, you could get a time machine and go back to a point in history, and you will have your eyes witnessing the very moment that you are studying. Maybe it's not quite exactly what happened. So which moment? Okay, I'll give you three moments in history you could go back and see. Okay.
The Paleolithic time.
All right.
But I believe I will not survive.
No, but okay.
Just watch.
It will be a safe environment. You will be there and witness, like those people that swim with sharks. You know.
The controlling of the fire.
Okay.
On Paleolithic times.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that moment maybe was amazing for the guy who controlled. It's not to discover, it's to control the fire.
It was probably maybe he was trying to do some music. Imagine like tick, 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 and then some sparks started to. Whoa!
We never know. We can thought, maybe it was an accident.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe he was watching the patterns, and now it's the same here, it's the same there, so I can repeat. Math.
Yes.
The idea of math, God, math.
Yes.
It's the same idea, it's the same rules. A second moment, I love the prehistorical times, but maybe the creation of the faith.
Okay.
The moment that we start to believe there is more than we just see here. There is more than just hunting. It's belief in history. About 30,000 years ago, someone left a mummy
Mm-hmm.
Of a child, of a kid, and he used it like a crowd, and that proves that we were on that time preparing people for the other life.
Okay.
So when starts religion, we don't know, but we have this from 30,000 years ago, a baby, a child that was prepared to the other life. So the parents believe in some faith thing. So I believe that was a magical moment that you see, like animals. If the animals see a dead body, he is not all. It's sad. Mm-hmm. The cat sees another cat. The father, the mother dies. Will be sad to the cat, mm-hmm. but the cat will not prepare the body. The cat will not make rituals of praying. Mm-hmm. And once in a moment of history, we started to pray. and to expect to this to get together again. So it's always in prehistorical.
If I would, maybe I'm completely wrong, but if I would have to give a guess, I would say this is linked to the development of our conscience, because maybe the moment that we are more aware and maybe language develops, we have tools to, or maybe finally understand and see something else, or maybe to put meaning in some tragedy in a way that it's not over, it's just a new beginning, or this loved one that I have lost is gonna be in a better place now, and so I have to give the example and life goes on. I don't know, but maybe it's linked. That would be the second moment. What would be the third? A polemic one, because I know historians, they have a lot of beef, about stuff.
I'm trying to go away from the
beef
situations, but maybe that one story very good. The most richer man in the world. Have you heard about
Genghis Khan?
No.
Genghis Khan is like.
His name in talking in Portuguese, his name is Mansa Musa.
No idea.
Was a king from the kingdom of Mali. He was the king of Mali, and if you get the 10th billionaires, you have to multiply 4 times the 10th billions 4 times.
Damn.
To get all the gold he had. So he make a journey to Mecca in in Arabia, and then he traveled with a lot of gold, and he was a Muslim, so he needs to give money to people. And the king of Egypt said this guy give a lot of golds for everybody.
He changed the economy of the place, basically.
Yes, he changed the economy because everybody get gold, and he wasn't he keeping the richest man in the world. That story is something like whoa, in the past, and a long time ago, a person had more money than the billionaires nowadays. Oh, it's very interesting. What's happened with this guy? I don't know. Which was his love? Which was his passion?
The motivation to do such a journey, too.
Yeah, and to have all that gold and to say, get the gold. I don't want it, because he has a lot of.
Yeah. I would like to go to the time of Jesus and see. That I guess would be fascinating. Or it would depress you forever, or you'll say like imagine you go there and see one of the miracles, for example.
And like this, you will see what nobody, because the miracle of Jesus happened 10 years before the book.
Yeah.
So he
was kind of off screen,
Yeah. People was passing the information by oral form.
Yeah.
You don't have the book. You don't have. So people just listening. Oh, Jesus did that. Oh, I saw Jesus with that play on that place, and you just hear. You just listen. You have really. We didn't see. So
yeah, this I guess would be interesting. I don't know the consequence, because sometimes stories and movies are like this. You want so much to know the truth, but sometimes you cannot handle the truth, like Jack Nixon said in the movie. You can't handle the truth, So imagine. And another thing that I guess it would drive me crazy, but it would be fascinating to see, it would be the final answer, if the universe had a beginning or if it's eternal and cyclical, that like how it actually happened. Maybe I would see and I wouldn't understand. It would be very frustrating too. Like you can see, and then that's it. And then I said, okay, I don't understand what is that about, you know.
Yeah,
But it would be fascinating though.
And I like I said, I'm very curious. I like to. I used to scuba diving when I'm in Bahia. It's a fascinating world. It's really another world. It's really alien animals, vegetables, stuffs, and we can't live there.
Scuba diving, you go deeper than just snorkeling in the coast, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever been like close to sharks and stuff?
No. In Bahia we don't have sharks.
Oh, really?
Yes, we have cação. It's a small shark.
Okay.
But and I'm glad to didn't swim with a shark. But I watch this. I look for this word, and I think that it's very good to be there. But
I imagine it's terrifying and peaceful at the same time, right?
Yeah, and snorkeling is very good because you go in your breath.
Okay.
So you go and you have to go up because it's just you without tools. But when I think about the scuba diving or to discover another world, as I said, I think sometimes we will not have all the answers. There is a lot of things on the planet, in the sea, that we will never know the answer.
Too much pressure and very dark. And
you said, I would like to know about Big Bang, but maybe no. I think probably we will not have the answer.
Yeah, I know,
because
I know.
people used to say, "Oh, Big Bang is a theory." Yeah, we can't go there. Maybe we can go there in your time machine, but nowadays it's very difficult.
Yeah. It's another long conversation traveling to the past. You mentioned before about Star Trek and Star Wars, so time traveling is a constant thing there. But let's put a pin on that because there's something I want to ask. Okay, English teacher, historian, theology as well. You are currently doing exactly what, Leandro? Are you changing careers again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Nowadays I'm trying to work as a content. I forgot the name in Portuguese. It's like I help to prepare student platforms for course.
Okay, you help like a consultant.
Yeah, consultant. Thank you. Content consultant.
Okay.
And nowadays I'm doing something very new. It's about financial world. Okay. And I'm learning to teach. Okay. To create a study platform, book, website, videos, and get more time at home. So I work. I do.
So with your
homework.
time at home, you can study other stuff as well.
Yeah, and I maybe a post degree for the future. Not now. Nowadays, I'm working at home, doing this review, preparing materials, and learning about financial world. And very, very difficult and very interesting too.
Do you see patterns there as well?
Yeah.
Like the economical cycles and this type of stuff?
Because, as I was said about math,
okay.
I believe everything is linked. I believe everything has something that not explain, but it's the same idea. If you go to your brain, your synapses is the same of explosion of a star. So it's coincidence that the same explosion is like a synapses. And now it's just to think about a crazy idea.
I like those.
Aren't we God's synapses in our galaxy, in our solar system? Our solar system one day will explode, will finish. So maybe we are here.
Don't worry, you're not gonna be there, so go on with your life, okay? It's important to...
And if in our brain we have the same situation or similar situation,
they look very similar.
Yeah, you go to the nature, the water cycle. You always see same ideas. I believe that in the financial world, it's the same thing. Economy, it's how we study our house. How we can afford with everything in our house to get working. Echo is house in Greek. So economia is how can we educate our house. So a house
makes a lot of sense, actually. Yeah.
House is the country, like this, and then we have to do math. Our governments, they have to do a lot of math to think about what people need to eat, what Brazil can grow, how many people we have. So and about the financial world, in this world, the same macro and micro stuffs like big techs in your house economy, it's the same rules.
The principles are the same.
The principles are the same.
Don't spend more than you earn.
Yeah, it's in the nature.
You see, Brazilian government. I'm joking. Okay, don't cancel me.
Yeah, it's in the nature too. It's osmosis.
Yeah.
Osmosis is something that
homeostasis actually true. Yeah. Osmosis. Sorry, go on. Yeah. I thought about another one, the internal balance, right?
Yeah, in that's math. So I'm a history teacher, but math rules. Sorry, people who likes history, but math rules.
That's another interesting thing. It doesn't have, like we were joking about Star Wars and Star Trek. It doesn't have to be one or the other. Like some people, I studied the humanistics aspects of blah 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 blah. So you reject the other. Sometimes the different types of knowledge, one thing complements the other, you know.
We nowadays in the school, we believe in point of views. So there is no wrong. There is to understand why that person sees like this. Oh, it's wrong, but why?
Okay.
It's we just because it's wrong, we will forget this idea. I don't know the story about the guy who created the lamp. He said he trying to create the Tesla. He trying to create the lamp 1,100 times, but just once was the perfect one. People say, oh, he lost his time. No, he knew how did it to create a lamp.
Yeah. So this is how I shouldn't go. So I find a new route for that.
It was your experiences. It's not, it was a wrong experience, let's throw out. Maybe not. Maybe you need to pass that bad experience to get better, to understand that you need to go now. You need to put the old stuffs behind you and go in front. your dreams, your opportunities.
It makes sense. And when we are on a bad moment, doing confronting a difficult decision, sometimes it's impossible to see ahead. But it's very funny, another cycle there. After some time passes, you look back and you laugh about it, and you can say, "Oh my God, I don't believe I did that stupid mistake," But I've learned, so it would be the same idea, You learned with a bad experience in order not to repeat it in the future. Sometimes we do, but
Yeah. Sometimes we have to repeat mistakes because maybe something inside you tells you to do it, to go. Of course, you need to think that are consequences. But it's Kierkegaard, the jump of faith. You need to think, that's my chance, that's my moment. The idea of changing career, that's my chance, that's my moment, that's my opportunity. But if you are afraid of you maybe lost this opportunity. So you need to jump sometimes. And if it's wrong, the cycle of a day begins again and again and again.
Look for another place. And so this would be a good tip for people that are unhappy where they are, doing something the same day. I guess, I don't know if you would agree with that, but some people would try to ask, is my life good or bad? And then one simple way to find a definition is, if your normal day is comfortable enough, so you have food, you are around people that love you, have a place to sleep, you do at least one thing a day that you love, that you enjoy, and the problems of yesterday seem more irrelevant today, I guess that's in a very good life, So the cycle is like this. Oh, my normal day is actually good. But if it's not like that, so this that you've just said maybe would be a good tip. So don't be afraid to start anew and to open a door that will lead you to a nicer place,
And one thing that I thought worked with me, that I wasn't have that's a biggest moment of my life and that I will change. No, opportunities came. So I get the opportunity on that moment. Sometimes we have opportunities, but I don't want to move on. Sometimes I want to repeat the same idea. It's good, but sometimes you have the opportunity and jump from the waterfall. It's and if you didn't jump from the waterfall, try it. It's very, very good. So if you have this idea, you will be able to change, to get new career, and day by day, it's a cycle, like you said.
In the finance area, do you have to teach people sometimes to try some different things because they are doing because I imagine in finance it's like, why is this happening so much? And then you say, because you're doing this, you have to do that. And sometimes they, oh really?
I'm not in teaching, but I am doing a material to teach about this. To give sources to a teacher. To say for the guy, you need to invest in this point. You need to get your money and put here. You need to get a new car with this plan. So I really don't have a passion about this financial, but it's very curious when you see that it's the same rules of life. It's this, but you are doing with money. But it's the same idea of hunting and survive.
It makes sense. You are checking you have to consider scarcity, amount of resources available, and then you do the math, and you're gonna eat. You're gonna have.
If you eat a lot today, you don't have the food tomorrow. But
or if you are the king who goes around giving gold away. I've never heard of this story. It's interesting. Tell me the name again.
𝗬𝗧𝗎𝗪.
𝗬𝗧𝗎𝗪.
Yeah.
Okay, 𝗬𝗧𝗎𝗪. I'm gonna look for that. Well, Leandro, unfortunately, we are running out of time, and we have a material here to have, I don't know, 10 hours of conversation, you know?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, but let's finish with, I don't know, something light. We can go with the origin of the universe, with the cycles. We can
Very
go
light.
to the philosophy. Very light. I guess a very interesting question here from somebody who has studied history is about the aliens, you know?
I'm waiting for that.
Okay, thank you. The guy from History Channel, no aliens. Okay, so what can you tell us about the pyramids and Egypt? It's a fascinating moment in history. People still talk about and all that.
Yeah, I know people. I know have people who doesn't agree and believes in aliens. Okay. But I believe the people of ancient Egypt and the ancient Mexico, the Aztecs, the Mayas, the Inks, all these people had technology that we can't understand nowadays. For instance, the literacy of the Aztecs was destroyed from the Spanish people. The Spanish destroyed the literacy of the Aztec people, so we can't know the math of their pyramids. It's like in Egypt, I believe. Wow, how they made this pyramid with their technology.
Not aliens.
Aliens. So there was the Alexandria Library.
Ah, yeah, it was tortured, right?
This library was destroyed, and a lot of books from Egypt technology, Egypt knowledge was destroyed. So why you can't discover how they built the pyramids? Probably because the documents were destroyed. But I don't believe the aliens. I believe we are capable. We are human beings. We are capable to do that. To create a pyramid.
To be honest, I am more fascinated about the Stonehenge in England than the pyramids. You know,
The Stonehenge is older.
yeah, and the Easter, the 𝗬𝗏𝗺𝗀 Island too. But I saw a meme on the internet. I think we can finish our conversation with this. That in the future, it depends on what happens to our civilization. Imagine in the future, like the civilization we have now is erased. Many years from now, we have a new one, and they find the ruins of today's civilization, and they see the ruins of Disney World, and they see a gigantic statue of Mickey, and they says, "Oh, look at this rat god that they used to worship." Such a strange civilization, I wonder. Look at this other dog like a goofy stuff like this. What if that's the case, Egyptian was just a park, guys. You see the Sphinx, there's maybe it was their Mickey.
Yeah. I'm thinking about the families, the Egypt families, with not the bunnies, but the thing of the Sphinx.
Yes.
But
yeah, don't take this part of the conversation seriously.
well, we have documents that proves that was a temple, that was a cemetery.
Okay. I thought it would say something different than that. That would be shocking. I'd say, oh my god.
No.
All right, Leandro. Man, thank you so much for being here. Such a nice conversation. You are a very easy person to talk to. But final message to everyone watching us, especially your wife.
Hi, Chris. Hi, Isabelle. My enteada.
Okay, stepdaughter.
Stepdaughter.
Yeah.
I think about the changing career, the idea what I come here, and everything that we spoke about. I think that if you think about every day, every night, you finish your cycle of a day, maybe was a very bad day. You lost of everything. But it's the end of day, and tomorrow will be another one with the same ideas. You will wake up in your bed, you brush your teeth, you have the breakfast, you get the bus, you get the car, you work with the same people, the same ideas. So if it didn't work today, maybe it work tomorrow. If a door it's
closed
today, tomorrow you try to open again the same door, the other one. You are in charge. You will be in charge on the morning. So you need to change. As I said, it wasn't a big and special moment of my life. It was opportunities, the situations. So get the situation, and if it's wrong, the cycle finish again, and every day until the endless day, and then we finish.
Until the civilization comes and see, oh, they worship these rats gods, and oh, what an interesting people.
But that's a joke on history college too.
Oh, nice. So the context was okay. Man, you certainly made today's cycle nicer for me. Thank you for that, man.
Thank you.
Cool. And guys, for everybody watching us, subscribe, leave a comment. Don't forget this episode is going to be on Spotify tomorrow, okay? Hope to see you next week on our next episode of Talking Times. And now I have a long drive home, thinking about all of this. Bye-bye.